What's up, boys? Shieldmaster here, and this is my review of weekend 2 of the beta. Now, if you haven't checked out my first part yet, make sure to do it. Or if you're really too lazy to do that, here's a little recap of what I said the last time. I talked about spawns that need to be adjusted and put spawn protection against killstreak. The minimap maybe should be put in a normal state, a classic state. Ghost should be nerfed only when you're moving. The shotguns must be buffed because getting hit mark and point blank range isn't best. The cruise missile should be a little bit slower when launched and then with super boost like the old Predator missile. And yeah, the streaks should be turned into point streak in objective game modes like domination, kill confirm, etc. And the hit detection I think was fine. I mean, of course, I think it's the problems the servers. If sometimes we hadn't the best one, but it was just a beta. And the sprint out time, they were great. I mean, people say the sprint out time aren't good, but I think they're really good because when Exclusive Ace made a video, and yeah, they're comparable to Black Ops 4, if not even faster. It's just gun ho that throws some people off. But let's get right into the weekend 2 review. So, as you probably know, most people complain about the lighting situation. So when you're watching inside a building and it's all dark, you cannot see anything, and the other way around, when outside there is a really bright light and you can't see anything as well. You should remove that thing, adjust it in a way that at least you can see a little bit, because you can't see people in dark corners sometimes, and yeah, it's really annoying and you get killed a lot by it. And I understand that maybe I'm gonna use the shield so I won't bother, but for all the other players, the 99.999% of the rest of the other players will get it. It's gonna be really annoying for them. Claymores should be nerfed, not in the damage, but in the explosive time. If you want to really do the delay, in the old Modern Warfare, you always heard that tick, boom. There was like that half a second, quarter of a second where you had a little bit of time to change, thinking what to do, and adjust your way to survive. So if there was a claymore behind the corner, you just turn around the corner and then you get to cover immediately again, and you trick the claymore and you won't die. You should put a delay between the tick and the explosion. Now, I know you already said you're gonna fix this, but I'm gonna say it again. Some streaks, not just the VTOL, even the chopper, not the chopper that you control manually, but the support helo, there you go, are able to shoot through buildings, and it's just hell annoying. I know you're fixing it, so good job, man. Thank you a lot, Infinity Ward developers, whoever you are. If you're watching this video, thank you again. Now let's talk about Ground War a little bit. So Ground War, I think it's amazing. For me at first it was really strange because I never played Battlefield. I just watched gameplay of it, so it was really a new experience for me. I got used to it over time, and I can't wait to play it with the riot shield. And the flow, it's insanely good. And you know why? Because there is a normal minimap. Of course, I'm not saying that you should put that minimap in the normal games, because the minimap in Ground War is just gigantic, man. There is a gigantic radius and you can see a lot of the map. Of course not all, because the map is, of course, it's really big, but about that you should put, as I said before, the normal minimap in normal games too. I know it's, you made the compass, etc., but I know, but trust me, the flow, it's gonna be a lot better if you put the normal minimap and increase at least the radius of the minimap, because it's really small. The radius of the minimap in the normal games, it's really small. Now let's talk about one thing, the Wilson. So in the Suikoden 2 we were able to level up, and I unlocked the Wilson. So I think the Wilson is a great streak as an idea, but when you go and use it, it's really bad. Why it's really bad? Because it shoots explosive rounds, right? The point is that this explosive round has a really low radius, so you won't be able to kill people really easily unless you know hit them directly or just at near their foot. Sorry, their feet, but really close. It's the explosion radius of the bullets, the rounds. It's really bad. And it's hard to hit people. And another problem is that the streaks use your sensitivity. So in my case, I use 2020. The streaks, it's really hard to control. And I like to use 2020 because for me, I use the shield, etc. It's great for up close, but then if I start to use the Wilson, I should, reduce my sensitivity, then use the streak. Then when I finish to use it, I should, increase it up again. It's really annoying. So you should put that the streaks as, by default, or, a low sensitivity. Or just put an option like you did with the ADS speed, right? You can put the multiplier for the sensitivity of the streaks. So in this case, with the Wilson, I can put a low multiplier, so even though I have 2020, I can use it without any problem, right? So this is what you should do with the Wilson. Or increase the sensitivity itself, or make an option for all streaks, and increase the radius of the explosive rounds, because right now the Wilson is really bad. Okay, but I always love this kind of streaks where it's this little machine that you control around. It's really cool, but that's why I really hope it's gonna get a buff in this way and a little change about the sensitivity. Now, I don't know if you patched this, but for me, nothing has changed. I always had problems seeing my online friends. So when I get on in the game, and there is like Activision friends and PlayStation friends, my PlayStation friends 90% of the time will become zero line friends, and if I click on it, it's not gonna load any of them. It's like I don't have any friend. And with the Activision friends, it's something similar. It will always load them, but it's gonna say there is all one friend online or zero, and then when you click, it's gonna load the right number. It's really annoying. This is a really weird glitch, and I hope you can patch it, because I cannot invite my friends. So if there is a friend online, I want to play with him, I don't know if he's on, I cannot invite him, and I really hope you can fix this, because it's really annoying. And I couldn't play with my friends sometimes. If they were on, I didn't even know that until they invited me, and it was really annoying for me. Now, launchers, I shared a clip on my Twitter where, I don't know, I use it in Ground War because there are tanks and stuff, and yeah, about that, you should nerf the tanks or remove it completely from Ground War, because if there are free tanks, first of all, no one is gonna use the tank's kill streak because it's free. Why you should put that when you can have it for free? Second, if you're not gonna remove it, at least nerf it to the level that it requires 2 rockets to take down, because 3 rockets for a free streaks, that's too much, guys. I understand maybe the one that you get as a kill streak because you worked for it, so it should be strong, but the free one, no man, it shouldn't be that strong. That's what I'm saying, okay? So yeah, nerf or remove tanks from Ground War, except the one that you get as a kill streak. As I was saying before, yeah, the launcher, I have a weird glitch. I was in Ground War, I showed this clip on Twitter, I tagged some of the developers like Ashton, Joel Emsley, Joe Sicott, David Micknard, etc. And yeah, so I aim, and I lock on a counter UAV, I shoot it, and my rocket doesn't even come out from the launcher. It's like, it says that I shoot it, my rocket's level went down, I even reload the gun, I wasn't lagging, the game went really smooth, but there was no missile. And it's like the rocket didn't even come out. I think it's a weird glitch, and you should patch that, because it happened a lot of time and it's really annoying. Now, connection, I think, yeah, I had some trouble in some lobbies, and I don't know, I was getting a lobby, I'm European by the way, I started to lag a lot, like teleporting, and I thought, man, I'm lagging, I need to reset my router. Then I changed lobby and it went really smooth, so I don't know what happened there. So yeah, you should improve these things, and I hope in the full game there are European servers, American servers, because I mean, this was a beta, so I think there was some general servers for everyone, but yeah, that's what you should change. Because, in the full game there should be European servers and American servers, you know, because if I get in an American servers I'm gonna lag a little bit, and that's the point. So I think that in the beta you made, you know, servers for everyone so everyone could play against each other, you could get feedback. But yeah, in the full game we need different kind of servers for every country. And there's one last thing I want to talk about, and it's the perk named Spotter. So I put that perk thing. Okay, I'm not gonna use EOD because now I'm gonna be able to see claymores and I can put, I don't know, scavenger and stuff. Man, the outlines are not enough to see the claim because the claymores are really small. So even if you make the outlines brighter, or yellow, I think it's the color, it's not enough. I got myself killed from the claymores. I thought, bro, this spotter is not working, it's glitched. When in reality it was working, but it was even not enough to see it. So yeah, that's the problem. You should make the whole thing yellow, not just the outlines, or red like the past. So you could actually see it through the walls and have no problem with it. So yeah guys, this was my Weekend 2 review of the game. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share your feedback in the comment section, and thank you for watching. Shieldmaster out.